This stresses me out, I swear to God. Hello. Hey, it's Ariel. It's been a while. I'm nervous. I haven't done this in a really long time. And that's because I've been really sick. Well, I was doing very good. Okay. I'm gonna start with the pancreas update, because that's basically what my last video was, and I want to just update you guys, and then I'll put a time in the bottom where you can skip through and get to the issues I've been having with my colon and other issues. But okay, let's start with the pancreas. So after my video, I stayed healthy. I went through 2 different jobs, not because I didn't like my jobs, it was just, you know, trying to grow and be professional. But I went through 2 different jobs and they were great. They were really great and I did good. I did have some bad days where I was like sick and throwing up and something irritated my pancreas. Yeah, sometimes I would go out to eat, and even though we told the people exactly what I could have and what exactly I could not have, somehow would get cross-contaminated, I would get sick, I'm down for a couple days, you know, get back up. But I was still doing better. Since I've been on my Creon, well actually I switched, oh this bottle's not even open yet. Well, I'm going to show you anyways, let me open it. I actually got switched to the bigger pills because I needed more milligrams. But they look like this. They're little Creon capsules. They basically hold the pancreatic enzymes that my body doesn't make naturally. These are 36,000 USP. So 36,000 milligram capsules is what I take, and I take 2 with meals and 1 with a snack. Other than that, my pancreas has been great. It doesn't hurt. If I throw up, I feel it, but normally I'm fine. Like, my pancreas is great. So if that's what you were wondering about, then no need to worry. I'm great. I've gotten a couple comments to be like, is she okay? Where'd she go? I hope she's okay. I hope she didn't die. I did not die. I'm still here. Thank you for caring. Yeah, thank you for caring. It really means a lot. I read all my comments and I try to respond to every single one. Some of you have messaged me on Instagram or Snapchat, and we've had great conversations, and I hope I've been able to help you out some. There's not a lot of information about this on the internet, which is what drives me crazy. But if you do have questions, I will make follow-up videos and answer as best as I can. I also have some new foods I've been eating if you want me to do an updated diet video, or if you want me to do some recipes with some of the foods I've been making. I can totally do that too. But just leave that down below in the comments and I'll make that if that's what you want, if you guys want. So moving on, this is where I need my phone because my phone has the information, the exact dates, and I'm sure you don't care about exact dates, but I want to like give them to you just so you have like approximations of when everything happened. So January 29th is when the pain starts. I wake up in the morning and I go to the bathroom. This video is going to have a lot of bathroom talk, a lot of sick talk. If you're not adult enough to handle that, then you know, you can just leave now because I'm telling you it's going to get there. But okay, so, and I'm talking about this because no one really does. And if I can't talk about it and help people, then who's going to? Because I looked for this stuff. I looked it up and looked it up and looked it up. And there are forums from like 10 years ago, but there's nothing new in a new form of media like YouTube that shows you what's going on and what the symptoms are and everything, because I don't know why. I wish I knew why. I wish there was more people that were doing this, but I've just decided, okay, I'm going to do it myself. I figured it out. I've spent the time and the effort and the energy, and I'm just going to explain it. So January 29th, I wake up, I go to the bathroom, and I get this really, really sharp pain in my lower left pelvic area, and it feels like someone is stabbing me with a hot poker or an ice pick. And it's happening while I need to go to the bathroom, and I can't go to the bathroom. As much as I try, I'm like straining and straining and straining, and I cannot go. Nothing would happen. I was in so much pain. I was just crying. Like, my fiance, by the way, I'm engaged. I'll tell you that story if you want me to. But my fiance was like, what do I do? Do I need to go to the hospital? Are you okay? I'm like, no, it's fine. Just leave me alone. Give me some medicine. I'll be fine. It'll probably go away. It did not go away. So I went to my doctor the next day. My general practitioner doctor, so my family doctor. And he was like, okay, you're guarding really bad on where the pain is, which means like my muscles were really tight. He couldn't even feel what was going on in there. The pain, no matter where I moved, wasn't better or worse. So he was afraid I had an ectopic pregnancy. So he sent me to the ER. I went to the ER. They did an x-ray. That's all they did. They only did an x-ray. They didn't give me any medicine, no medication. They gave me some fluids. But they didn't give me any medication while I was there. And then when I left, they gave me 3 different types of laxatives, or 2 laxatives and an enema. So I go home, and I know this is really gross, but I mean, like, if you're still here, you should already know. I already warned you it's gonna be gross. So I go home and do all that. The pain's not better. Like, if anything, that just made it worse. But I also forgot to mention that while I was at my doctor visit, when I was guarding my primary care doctor, he prescribed me fentanyl or dicyclomine 20 milligram. I still take these whenever I have to. They're little blue tablets. They're small. They're like 20 milligram, I think. I think he gave me 20 milligrams. If I'm correct. Yeah, 20 milligram tablets. And they helped some, but they weren't any better. So the hospital sent me home. The pain didn't get better or worse. Nothing was helping. My doctor was closed, so I go to the urgent care. It was a weekend day. So I go to urgent care. She was like, you probably have an ovarian cyst on your ovary, and it's probably going to rupture, and I know it's a lot of pain, or if it hasn't ruptured already. So she gave me Zofran for the nausea because it was consistently nauseous, like couldn't eat anything, didn't want anything, just wanted to throw up, but couldn't throw up. And I knew that if I did throw up, and that's been a thing throughout this whole last couple months, is that I knew that if I did throw up, it would upset my pancreas, it would get it started, and then if I continued to throw up, I would end up back in the hospital with my pancreatitis, and nothing would be like getting any better with the problems I was having currently. So I was very careful not to throw up. Took a lot of Zofran, took a lot of promethazine, in like the Imitrol from like Walmart. I took anything I could to keep myself from throwing up because I just knew better. I knew myself, I knew my body, and I knew that if I threw up, it was over for me. So I go there. She gave me Zofran and hydrocodone pills, like Tylenol 3s. And I took those. She gave me 10 of them. And I took them, and then I went back to my doctor, my primary care doctor, and he was like, okay, because he told me to come back in a week. So I came back a week later, still in pain, nothing fixed, and he says, okay, you need to go to your OBGYN because this isn't something I can fix. I think there's something wrong with your ovaries, and you need to go get checked out. So I go to my OBGYN. So I go to my OB appointment on February 4th. An ultrasound is done, like a pelvic ultrasound, and they find cyst. But they were like, that's not the problem. That shouldn't be causing this much pain. You have cyst, but it's no problem. And my biggest fear at this point in time was my mom has endometriosis. And it can be hereditary, so I was worried that I was showing signs of endometriosis. Every time I told my mom a different symptom that I had, she was like, that's exactly what happened to me, that's exactly how it felt whenever they found my endometriosis. So I was really worried, but they were like, no, it's fine, you have cysts, but it's fine, nothing big, and gave me like 600 milligram ibuprofen and told me, they told me to come back in a week, and I went back in a week. And they said, okay, well, there's nothing we can do for you, so you need to go to your GI doctor. And I was trying to avoid going to my GI because, 1, it's expensive as hell, and 2, it's really far away. Like, these are in town, in where I live with me. My GI is over an hour away, so going there is kind of like a thing, and I'm in a lot of pain, and I don't want to be in a car, and also I'm nauseous, and driving in a car makes me really nauseous. I can't drive myself there, because what if I get a really bad pain attack, or I have to throw up, so I have to pull over, so it was like a big deal. I didn't want to go to the GI, but I did. I made the appointment with the GI. I went in. She's super nice. I love my GI. Let me just say that already. The Shreveport GI specialist, they're fantastic, or at least mine is. I know they have several working there, but she's great. She's fantastic. I come in, and she looks at me, and she's kind of like joking, and I'm joking back with her, and she's like, okay, but no, really, what's going on? Because if you're here, it's got to be serious because you don't complain ever. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm dying again. Like, kind of joking, but like also kind of serious because, you know, my pancreatitis almost killed me like 2.5 years before that. So I was like, you know, I think I'm kind of dying again. Haha. She was like, no, seriously, get on the table, let me check. So she checked, and basically I had tore my abdominal wall from straining so bad throughout this whole like pain process, and I had herniated a part of my colon. So I had like a hernia down in my lower left pelvis, and I ripped my abdominal wall. So she was like, we need to get a CT with contrast done and a scope, so a colonoscopy, done as soon as possible. So we go, I think it was a week later, we went back to Shreveport and we got the CT scan done. The CT scan was fine. I'm kind of used to them at this point. I mean, the dye that makes you feel like you pee your pants kind of sucks, but I mean, it's whatever. I also have a really funny story about my CT scan. If you want to hear that, I freaked a bunch of nurses out and it was like really funny. But so I go and we get the CT scan, and then I get home, and because I don't know if I had told you this, but after the first pain on like the end of January, I had to quit my job. And I was planning on quitting my job anyways so that I could have time to move into this house and find a new job that better fits my like degree and what I want to do, not just something that I could do at the time. So I had quit my job. I lost my insurance. I had Blue Cross. I lost it. I lost everything. I had the best Blue Cross ever. I paid a ton of money every month just to have that insurance because I know I'm a sick person and I knew I needed it. And so I got that. I lost my insurance. They couldn't do the scope. They canceled it. Anyways, the doctor calls me. They say, okay, your insurance is showing that it's being declined. The procedure is going to cost you like $2,000 something for the colonoscopy. So do you want to do it? You want to go ahead and keep the date you had it scheduled? Which I had it scheduled for like 2 weeks after that. So like it would have been really good timing to get it done then and figure out what was wrong so we could fix it, and then I can move into the house, figure out what's going on, get a new job, blah 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 blah, life stuff. But they did not. I couldn't pay for it. Like, I can't afford it. Also, I just quit my job. So, I mean, like, I'm not looking to spend an extra, like, $2,000 something because I need to save some for like, emergencies. So, I canceled my scope and was like, can you recommend me to anyone that can, like, do it with my Medicaid? And, because I had Medicaid still from the year before I had that job. Because my job before my last job, I know this is getting confusing, I'm so sorry. They didn't provide insurance. So, my new job had insurance, that got canceled. I still had my Medicaid from whenever I was sick in my last job, and Medicaid cut me off. Real fun. So they had just recommended me to the LSU hospital in Shreveport to get my scope done by this new doctor and everything like that. It was going to be great, it was going to be fantastic, and then Medicaid cuts me off. They cut a lot of people off. Like every time I talk to somebody lately, they're like, my Medicaid got cut. I don't have any insurance. I can't get the medicine I need. Yada, yada, yada. So this is kind of like the part of the story where I'm going to bitch a little bit, but I mean, like, it's fine. If you don't want to hear it, then I'm sorry. Just fast forward. So Medicaid cut me off, which means that I could not get any of these medications behind me. All of these medications that I take on a daily basis, I could not get anymore. This one, that keeps me alive. I cannot eat without my Creon. If I don't have my Creon, I can't eat. And I didn't have that many left. I ran out pretty quick. So I had to ration myself to 1 meal a day, and sometimes I would eat once every 2 days just so I wouldn't die and get sick because I didn't have insurance or Medicaid, so there's no way I can go to the hospital or the doctor. So I was rationing my meals, and this is while I'm still in extreme pain because something is wrong with my colon. My doctor, I don't think I told you all this, but my GI doctor, thought that it was the beginning signs of ulcerative colitis, which is why she told me to get the scope done. And she sent me to get the scope done. So this is about the beginning of March now. End of February, beginning of March, Medicaid cuts me off. I don't have enough medicine. I don't have anything. And also, the Shreveport doctor called me right after my Medicaid got cut and told me that my appointment was in July, on July 7th. So I have until July 7th to get this scope done, to get my Medicaid back so I can get my scope done. And today, while I'm filming this, it is currently May 3rd. So that means that I still have quite a bit of time to suffer in pain while I wait to figure out what is wrong with my colon and why it is now trying to kill me. Okay, sorry. I had to restart my camera because it only records on 20-minute intervals because it's a piece of shit, but I don't have a job and I can't buy a new one. But I wanted to do this, so I'm working with what I got, so just take it. Also, I noticed I've been moving around a lot. Whenever I do the viewfinder thing on my camera, it shows that you can only see from here up. But I'm pretty sure that in the entire frame, you can see that I am sitting cross-legged in pajama pants. I've got my Medicaid instated on April 24th. I got it back. So I've had it for, you know, a little bit over a week now. And thankfully, that's why I have all my medications now. I have everything I need. But my doctor called me about 2 weeks ago and told me about my CT results. I don't know why it took him so long to get it in. She said there was something wrong with my lumbar spine and my colon was showing signs of distress and all this, I don't know, doctor mumbo jumbo that I don't understand. So she prescribed me Linzess, which, I don't know, it's supposed to fix my colon. I take it once a day. It's so much money. All of these medicines are so much money, by the way. And that's why I'm wearing a ton of makeup, because this new medicine breaks me out. I look like a pizza face under this mask, which is not good, but I mean, whatever, it's keeping me alive, so I'll deal with the pizza face. You gotta give and take sometimes when you're sick. But yeah. So also I wanted to mention that since Medicaid had cut me off, I couldn't get this. Like, she had prescribed it and I couldn't even get it. While I was waiting for, that's basically where we're at right now. I got my Medicaid back instated on the 24th, which means I could get all of my medications, which were great, because my poor fiance was trying to find insurance for me. No one would give me insurance, which is another problem, which is another huge problem with this system in this country, and I'm not going to get started because I will never shut up, and I'm so aggravated by it. It literally makes me the most mad person. Like, it takes a lot to make me mad, but this makes me mad. So yeah. That's neither here nor there. I got my Medicaid back instated. That's pretty much where we are now. So that brings us to today. I take my medicines every day. I have good days and bad days. Good days look like this. Most of the time, I'm very tired. I'm very exhausted. After this, I'm going to probably get back in bed and take a nap. And just watch YouTube videos and lay down and chill out and take my meds and just relax, because this is going to take it all out of me for the day. I woke up feeling not the best, not the worst, so I figured today was the best day. I mean, it's as good a day as any to film whenever I feel like this every day. I was like, you know what, I could probably put a face of makeup on today. I'm not going to fix my hair, so this is like, you know, 5-day-old hair, which, do you really care at this point? No. You're not here for my hair or my makeup, but I look like a pizza face, so I felt like I needed to put makeup on. So I was like, okay, today's a good day. I can put makeup on. I'll put a nice shirt on. I can't wear pants. It squeezes my colon too bad whenever I'm having bad, like, bloating days and stuff. So I am wearing ancient old Victoria's Secret PJ pants, which are basically my favorite thing in the world right now. And I put on a nice shirt to give you the illusion that I am put together, but I am not. I have very, very bad days where I'm in the bathroom all day just screaming and crying. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Like, I have literally cried in the bathroom multiple times over these last few months. And I don't know what's wrong. And that's why I put off making this video for so long, because I don't have answers for you yet. I mean, I can tell you about my pancreas and that it's working right now and it's doing its thing and we're chilling and we're taking our meds, and I'm very careful with everything. I'm still very careful with my diet and how I exercise, or like take my dogs on walks, which is basically the only exercise I get, and stuff like that. But there's no real update on my colon. It hurts all down the sides, everywhere. Okay, if you look up in a picture of a colon in someone's body, which I'll like put right here, insert picture of colon here. It hurts all of it. The entire thing on the picture hurts. It's not just one part or 2 parts or 3 parts. The entire length of the colon hurts. And it hurts all the time. And it makes me nauseous. And I live on Zofran and Bentanol and medicines and Levocin. And I truly wish that I had answers for you and for me. Hell, for me more than anything. Because I don't like being useless, and right now I feel so useless because I'm stuck in this house while my fiance goes to work and provides for us, and I sit here at home and I take care of the dogs, and I'm sick all day, and it feels bad. It feels really bad. But I kind of just wanted to let you guys know that this is where I'm at. I wanted to update you so you didn't think I was dead. Oh, that's my stomach right now. It's like making a lot of noise and it really hurts. Okay, hold on. Okay, but whew, that was a tough one. Okay, I got this. I can do this. You can do this. Okay, hold on. Okay, my stomach's starting to act up really bad. I don't know if I left that part in where I just got really bad pain, but maybe I did, maybe you saw it, but, so my stomach's hurting really bad, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm sure it's like 40 minutes long, and I'm gonna have a hell of a time editing this, especially when I don't feel good, but, I mean, it's whatever. I wanted to update you. I wanted you to know where I'm at. I wanted you to know I'm coming back. I'm gonna make more videos. I mean, what else do I gotta do trapped in this house? So my goal right now is, on days where I feel decent enough to at least put the top half of me together, I'm going to try to film something for you, whether it's like a story time or an update or a cooking thing showing you how to cook some of my meals, or, you know, anything else, something about the house, anything. I'm going to try to make more videos when I feel like this because it makes me feel less bad. And that's a really selfish reason to make videos, but I feel like as long as it makes me feel better, and if it helps anybody out there, which from the comments on my last video, it's helping quite a few people. So I feel like I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be back, and I'm going to try my best. And if you want to keep up with me, then go ahead and subscribe. I mean, you can like the video if you want, it makes it do better, but I'm not even in the algorithm anymore, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'd be surprised if this video even showed up in your subscription boxes. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for caring about me and my life and all the sweet comments and messages that I've gotten, and I can't believe there are that many people that are going through this with me, and no one's talking about it. No one is. It's incredible how strong you guys are, and you make me feel strong. To like some of you that have added me on Snapchat or Instagram, to see that you're out there doing life and you're beating this. You're beating this shit to the ground. Like, you're not letting it get you down. You're not letting it tear you down as much as you could, you know? It hurts, and I know it hurts. And I feel you. If anybody feels you, I feel you. But to know that you're out there doing it makes me feel like I can go out there and do it. And I was out there doing it until my colon decided it was trying to kill me. So I just wanted to say thank you from like literally the bottom of my heart for everything. For everything you've done for me. And I know this sounds stupid because I don't even have 600 subscribers yet, but like, you'd be surprised at how many people have messaged me and been so kind to me. And I just want to say thank you. So if you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go lay down. I'm going to take my meds and pass out for a little while. But if you want to, like the video. If not, that's fine. But yeah, I'm going to go. And I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye!